Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Koda if you don't know me, and if you do know me, welcome back to my channel. This video, I'm seeing Andre 3000. I'm starting to get ready now because I actually have to go to the clinic to receive my injection for the day. So let me give you guys a little bit of background of what has happened since I last saw you. So last weekend I had the day off and I work 2 jobs, so it's not very often that I get a day off to myself. And so I decided that I was going to have a little solo adventure. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you might remember a series that I started and never really I was never fully consistent with it, but it was called Downtown Diaries, and basically I would go downtown, go into the city, and plan a whole day for myself, and basically taking myself out on a date for the day and just doing whatever I felt like doing that day. But yeah, so I was very excited to go, and I never thought that that would have led to me having an IV in my arm for 8 days, obviously, but I was very, very excited and I was having a great time. I got a couple of records. So while I'm doing this little solo day, I'm having a great time, and I went on a really long walk. So I walked for about, sorry, my dad is talking to my brother, so I know he's loud right now. But I walked for about an hour away from where I left off of. So the way the day went is I was with my mom, and my mom went to the mall, and then from where my mom went to the mall, I walked to the record store. After that, I took it even further and I went on another walk to go by this flea market area. And if you want an approximate of how far I walked that day, I probably walked for over 2 hours. I'm not joking. I walked so far. I'm someone who, if the walk is less than 20 minutes, I'm gonna walk. And so I was going to different places. So by this point, I was pretty deep in the area that I was in, and this is not my area. And so when I finished at the market and the record stores and whatever, I was ready to go home. And mind you, I just got my nails done the day before. This is a set. So when I was done, I decided that would be way too far of a walk back, because my mom had left the mall at this point, so I would be walking back to that bus stop, which was about an hour and a half walk from where I was. And so I developed a plan, and my plan was that I would take one of those electric scooters. There's a bunch of electric scooters in most cities near me, and they have designated parking areas and whatever, and you just scan it on your phone through an app and you can ride the scooter. It's pretty self-explanatory, nothing too crazy. So I go to the first scooter not working, malfunctioned, and I paid for it, and I was upset, rightfully so. And so I move on and I went to the next scooter. I should have taken the first scooter malfunctioning as a sign, but I really wasn't thinking about it. And because I was so far, I just wanted to get back to where I was, or closer to where I was, and the scooter was the closest thing that I could think of. The buses were only running once every hour, so I was taking the scooter. So I get on the second scooter and it starts working sort of, and it keeps giving me issues. And so I get frustrated and I start walking the scooter, and then the scooter is just not moving when I'm trying to walk it. So I get on it and I'm trying to press the button to accelerate, and I'm pressing it and I'm pressing it. It's not moving. As soon as I lift my finger off of the gas for the scooter, basically, it glitched and I lunged forward. I scraped my face, I dropped my records, my bag ripped, I dropped my camera. Luckily nothing broke, and I fell really hard on my ankle and broke several of my nails and whatever. I was really upset about it. There were no immediate concerns of me needing to go to a hospital or anything, and I had a really small scrape on my chin. This is what my chin looks like now, okay? Anyway, so whatever, I'm very frustrated, I'm crying, I'm by myself, and I just got my nails done. So I go back to the nail salon that day to go and fix my nails, which is understandable because once again, there were no like visible signs that I needed to go to the hospital. I was just in pain, but my ankle overall was fine. Like, I knew I could walk it off. The scratch on my face wasn't bad, and I didn't really have any scratches anywhere else. I scratched my knee, but again, wasn't bad. Didn't like raise any red flags. I didn't think I needed to be concerned about that. Little did I know. So time goes on, whatever, I'm fine. A couple days go by, and what's on my face starts to grow in size, and it's like, so the scratch was here, and it literally grew to like this size. I'm not joking. It looked like I had another chin on my face. So because of the healthcare system here, because it is free, people go to the walk-in and the doctor for absolutely anything and everything because it's covered. So if you're concerned, like, why wouldn't you go to the doctor or go to the hospital, you know what I mean? My eyebrows do not look like how they should, but it's really hard to do your eyebrows with one hand. I don't know. This is just gonna have to work for today, I'm sorry. With that being said, like, the system is very much, we're rushing you in and out, like, we want, like, you need to leave, basically. Like, you can tell by how they treat you that the priority is not care. And so, also being a Black woman, a lot of my pain is not taken seriously. And he gave me oral antibiotics to take, and then also a cream. So I'm using this cream, and my face is just getting worse, and I wake up with the blisters now in my mouth and my mouth swelling, and it's going towards my throat. I end up going to the hospital, and this is when I get this IV in. So this was last Friday. Today's Friday, but this was last Friday, and it was actually up here, so you can see that I have like scars from it. And they gave me that antibiotic, and I was under the impression that I would only be on that until Tuesday of this week, so it'd be 3 days with an IV in my arm. It obviously wasn't 3 days, because I still got an IV in my arm. And later on, I was then told that I would have this in until tomorrow, Saturday. It would have been until today, but the emergency room sent like the nurses who are giving me the antibiotics, the information, the next day. And so they go 7 days from the day they received it. Otherwise, I would have finished today. As you can tell, I'm a little salty about that still, but it's okay. So I was diagnosed with, they said it was cellulitis, which was on my face. You can see like the texture still on my skin. But yeah, so they said it was that. So now I have to receive antibiotics every 24 hours at a specific time because it's time sensitive. And it literally within 2 days, like, the antibiotics worked and my face went down completely. There's still like the dark marks and stuff, but I'm genuinely not like, it doesn't bother me. I'm just glad that I can cover it if I want to. Because before, like, my face, I was unrecognizable, and you can imagine how much that had an impact on my self-esteem. Oh my gosh, especially with my birthday coming up and I wasn't able to do most things. My left arm, I can't really move it because I have the IV in my arm. So I've always respected people with disabilities, but like a whole new level of respect and understanding, because the way you have to be patient and just take your time with things, like, yeah. I have to shower with a bag on my arm. Like, it felt like my whole world was crashing down. But because it was on my face, it was such a critical area because it's here. So if it spread towards my throat, I would have suffocated and died. And I was told that information, which I feel like because I was under a lot of stress already and I was just really overwhelmed. This happened so fast and like my world flipped upside down. I couldn't work for a couple of days, which I think my body has been telling me to stop working so much anyways, and this was like, okay, you literally cannot go to work. You have no choice but to relax. But yeah, so all of that coming to me at once was very overwhelming. Those who know me know that I've like struggled with my mental health in the past, and I don't think that I had ever genuinely like thought that I would harm myself, but like I've thought about it, or I've like fantasized about it, or just not existing in general. Like I've thought about that before, but as soon as it became an actual reality for me, I was like, wow. And I wasn't saying wow because I was scared for myself, but I was scared for how that would affect everybody around me. So I guess it kind of just gave me a whole new perspective, because before, like, that was a thought that would not constantly be in my mind, but like I would think about it often. And this just kind of showed me I always knew that life was fragile, but like on a whole new level, because it's really different when you experience that through people that you know versus when you're the one going through it. And also just being treated differently when people see that like you have something that's like a barrier for you, or they see that you're struggling to do things. Like, I've never been treated better in my life than this week with this IV in my arm.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, we're here. It's kind of awkward for me to show you my outfit right now, so just picture it in your head and just know that it looks good.
Everything you're hearing right now, we're making it up on the spot. Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna play when we hit the stage. I don't know what we're gonna play, but it keeps us honest, it keeps it fresh. So it's exciting for us. I hope it's exciting for y'all. Yeah. So these brothers on the stage here with me tonight are legends in their own right. A lot of y'all, of course, people that know, they know, but just in case, I'm gonna let y'all know.
right, guys, the time that you've been waiting for. It's time for the review. I absolutely loved it. I thought that that was such like it felt like a spiritual experience to me. I cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww,
You know, we were holding hands a lot of the time, and I felt like he was very much present during the entire performance. And so when artists are that passionate and present about what they're doing, sorry, my arm hurts, Ivy, you can feel their energy. So I felt a lot of things.
I certainly agree.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, depending on how I edit this, like you'll be able to see what I added and what I didn't, but there were elements where it was from the album, and then a lot of what what the band was performing was improvised, but it didn't feel improvised because I guess they're all very in tune with each other.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was great, and I felt like it boosted my mood so much.
Me too.
Like it felt like it felt like a soul cleanse. Yeah.
Don't you feel just like clean, like refreshed? Like, very awake?
No, it was very good. Very, very good. We enjoyed.
Absolutely.
We enjoyed.
Absolutely.
I guess this is where I end the vlog. So if you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, homies.